Welcome back, guys, to Steven's DIY Auto Repair. Alright guys, so we're here with my wife's 2016 Dodge Charger SRT 392. And today, we've been putting this off for a while, but today, we're going to be doing a spark plug change. So we've had these spark plugs, guys, for months. I meant to do this video a long time ago and just never have. So today we're going to be installing the Autolites Iridium XPs. It's going to be part number XP6043. So getting ready for my son to come, kind of doing some cleaning up around the house, I found these. So we're going to be doing this today. The vehicle's only at about 65,000 miles. OEM specs is for them to be replaced around 96,000 miles, I believe it is. I'll go ahead and put it up somewhere up there so you guys can see it, but it's about 96,000 miles. So we're a little early, but there's no problem doing it early. Probably better than later, especially for a performance car, and it's my wife, so I want her and my son to be safe and not get stranded anywhere. So today we're gonna go ahead and do this. So let's get to it. All right guys, so on this side you don't have much to worry about. So let's take this cover off. So here's your coil packs. You obviously got 4, and there's going to be 2 spark plugs per cylinder. So this is your coil connector. You're going to take this off and take these off. The only thing I see that's going to be in your way is your engine oil dipstick. So we're going to have to probably get up under there and take that off. But for right now, we'll get back to that. I'm going to leave this side mostly because it's pretty much open. I'll bring you guys back to show you guys this side. But for right now, we're going to go ahead, pop this off. And for the main part of this video, we're going to focus on this side because you're going to have to remove a lot more on this side. You're going to have to remove your whole air box in order to get this coil out. But for the rest of them, you can pretty much get to them. So let's start removing this. All right, so we're going to start by taking this air box off. So we're going to come over here, disconnect our connector. Take our handy dandy screwdriver. And you guys are going to have three fasteners here to take off and access your right, over here to the end. Let's pull in here, here. Just going to loosen that up. And then slide this off. Gonna hurt that hose to have it like that. So we actually just cleaned this filter, so I want to make sure that it don't get dirty. All right, even though we took the lid off, we're still gonna have to take this bottom piece off because if you can see over here, you can't get to your fastener. So all that's holding it on is this fastener right here, and it's gonna be an 8mm. Right. And then the air box just lifts out. So now you got plenty of access to your fasteners. All right, guys. So now we're gonna come over here And you could try to do it by hand, but it's very difficult. So you're just gonna pop this red piece up, and then over here is another little, this is the locking mechanism. So all you gotta do is press in and pull off, but they're really hard. So you need to get something with a little bit of force and then pop it off. So once you have that, these two fasteners are gonna be 10 millimeter. So I'm just gonna come in here. Take one out. Take your second one out. And now just pull straight, and out comes your boot. So now let's get to the spark plugs. All right guys, so now that we have the boot out, we're gonna take our spark plugs out. But even with the wobble here, as you can see, we're not gonna get to it. So we're gonna have to also remove our radiator coolant reservoir. So in order to do that, without, you don't have to flush it or anything or drain it. You have these two fasteners here, and they're gonna be 10 millimeter. For that, never easy, guys, never easy. So there's that. Now we can just take it, kind of turn it to the side. So now we can actually get our socket in there. So it's going to be a 5/8. It's going to be a 5/8, and this one has a magnet inside, so it's going to help pull it out. And then I also have another one here that just has a rubber boot inside that kind of holds the spark plug in. Or if you don't have any one of those and it's just a regular socket, because some of the like Hondas and some of the other foreign cars, you're gonna have to use a regular deep well socket. So you can also use just a piece of tubing or a expandable magnet to go down there and fish it out. So we're gonna go ahead and use this one. Get it on there. See if I can move this out the way a little bit. See if I can just, there we go. Maybe. And there it is. It's not too bad. Not bad for about 60,000 miles. All right, guys, now we're gonna go after the second one. So you guys want to be very careful when it comes to spark plugs. You don't want to cross thread them. You don't want to snap them off in there because you're going to have a very, very bad day. So when you're taking these off, you want to make sure that you're straight on it and you just gently break it loose. Should be good enough to Yep. Number 2. Not bad. Kind of surprised, actually. Pretty good. All right, so now let's put the new ones back in. Okay, guys, so now we're going to make sure our spark plug is properly gapped. Usually when you buy the higher end ones, they come pre-gapped and you don't have to worry about it too much, but I always check them just in case because you never know. So here is our gapping tool, and on the back is millimeters and on the front is inches. So I believe this is spec'd at 0.043 inches or 1.10 millimeters. So hopefully the camera can pick this up. So we're going to start on this side, and all you're going to do is bring it around until it stops. And it's about 1.10. So this one's good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our copper antices and put a little bit on the threads here. This is going to help so that it doesn't seize up in there. So the next time you need to take it out, or somebody else needs to take it out, it's not going to snap on them, or they're not going to struggle to get it out. It'll come out easy. So some manufacturers actually say not to put anything on there because it's their claim is it will mess with performance. I've been doing this for a long time. I put this on everything, and I have not had an issue. So it's up to you guys. The specs for Dodge does not say not to, so we're gonna put it. And the way I see it, if my spark plugs wear out because of this, or my performance is not 100%, it's 95%, I'll take that over any day than this spark plug to snap inside there. So something to think about. So what we're gonna do now, if you have one of these with the rubber boot in there, push it in there and it doesn't fall out. You don't want this. Now it's not going to come out. Well, I'll show you this method, then I'll show you the other method. So you don't want this to drop down inside there because then it could smash the electrode in, and then there goes the whole point of gapping it. So now we're going to gently fish it in, let it let it guide itself and just slowly start turning it. So I like to get it hand tight. There we go. Bam. So now we're gonna get a second one. Come back to our gapping tool here. It's about 1.10. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. Get some anti-seize on it. You don't want to get this on the electrode though. Just on the threads, just a little bit like that. So then the other method you could use, if you don't have one of these special magnet or rubber boots, is you could take a hose. This is just a fuel line hose actually that I have extra of. So you're gonna take this hose and you're just gonna snug it on here. Well, I should have done this before I put the anti-seize. So anyway, put that on there, and you're gonna come over here and you're just gonna fish it down. Same way. And you're gonna have to twist it in a little bit so you can get your hose back out without pulling the spark plug back out. So then you just come back over, get your tool or your socket, and then just go back on it, and same thing. Just tighten it by hand. There it is. Oh, typical, of course. Always dropping sockets, guys. That's a blooper right there. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and go back through and torque them down to spec, and it's gonna be 13 foot-pounds. So we're right on the money there. Okay guys, so it's gonna be 13 foot-pounds. So we're just gonna come over here and gently there, you hear that click? So now we're gonna come over here. Well guys, it's complicated. This one is nice because it's got this built-in swivel, but the extension is too long. So we have this one that's a regular extension on a spark plug socket, but I've been having the problem with that rubber boot falling out. So damned if you do, damned if you don't. So let's try this one. Hopefully the boot doesn't get stuck again because it's kind of hard to get out. let's try this again. Oh boy. It's been a long day, guys. It's been a long day. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. Man. Who else has a hard time? Oh my God. Who else has a hard time? There we go, guys. About time. All right. So now that we got those in there, let's go ahead and put the boot back on. Okay, guys. So we got our boot here, and we're gonna put a little bit of dielectric grease right in here. That way we get a good electrical connection between our coil here and our spark plug. So we're gonna go ahead, just take this off. Punch a little bit of it. We're just gonna come over here, squirt a little right there on the tip. Just like that. Then we're gonna come down here, get our boot put back in, just like that. So now, looking for my 10. Always looking for the 10. There we go. So now, take the proper connector, click it till you hear the snap, lock it in place, and you're all set, guys. So that is how you change your spark plugs in an SRT 392. So I'm not gonna, for trying to make this video as short as possible and not as boring, I'm not gonna go through the rest of these guys. Not on camera anyway. I am gonna replace them. I already got this one undone, as you can see. So the rest are all the same. So now we're gonna go ahead and jump to the one with the dipstick, so we can show you guys how to get around that. So let's get to it. All right, guys. So now our only other trouble is gonna be this one here because of our dipstick for our engine oil. So same thing. We're just gonna pop this up. You're gonna come over here, press on the bottom here, take it off, and then We're gonna have our two 10mm fasteners holding it down. And let's see if we could get to them. Yep, there's one. Let's see about this other one. Yep. There's that one. So let's see if we can wiggle this bad boy up. Like a glove. So we got that one out. But look at this. It's like right in line with the spark plug. So what you guys think? We're gonna have to tear half the bottom of the engine off just to get this spark plug off, guys? Or what's gonna happen? What do you think? Alright guys, so after further investigation, you're gonna have to tear the whole engine out and tranny out just to get to it. Psych! I'm just kidding, guys. Now you're just gonna have to pull this whole box out, your junction box here, fuse box, or you can go underneath and pull the pan, pull the oil pan down, take this off. You know, psych. I'm just messing with you guys. No, what you guys could do is just get a U-joint, universal joint here, and just slide it in with a little bit smaller extension, and then you'll have plenty of room. You'll have plenty of room to get this out. Just want to be careful not to bend your dipstick, so you're just gonna have to be gentle with it. Easy does it. Hey, you guys thought you guys were gonna have to pull the engine out. I shouldn't be laughing because some engines you actually might have to pull the whole engine. No, I'm just kidding, guys. If you guys fell for that one and want to admit it, go ahead and drop it in the comment section below. We won't make fun of you or laugh at you. We'll laugh with you. Bada boom. Ooh. That's not good. Uh-oh. A little bit of oil. Well, that's not good. Oil and a little bit of gas. Smells like oil mostly though. Well, that's not good. I haven't noticed any oil burning. So now I know some people, some mechanics will actually use oil for the anti-seize in replace of anti-seize. So let's cross our fingers and hope that's what they did on this one. Yeah, so some mechanics, should I say mechanics, technicians, people don't believe in anti-seize. They use engine oil, and what that's doing is just helping thread it in without cross-threading it. So I guess, honestly, I think that's honestly what they use when some manufacturers recommend no antices. They might recommend oil. Who knows? Or that just might be the trick of the trade. Over here just rambling on. It's kind of shocking. I did not expect to see that. Yeah, cause see, that one's not like that. That's strange. Smells like a little bit of gas, but it's not like the other one. Strange. Alright guys, so now we got both them out. We're gonna check the gap. So we're gonna bring it over here. And then if you guys wanted to do inch, it's supposed to be 0.0. It's 0.043, which right on the money. So there has been 2 occasions to where I've bought some decent spark plugs, and maybe 1 or 2 out of the pack have not been within spec. So it's always good to check them. So again, we're gonna get a little bit here, and it's important to note that these are not supposed to go nowhere past max 15 foot-pounds, because they're a tapered design. You notice that there's no washer around it, so that's why it's very important not to go over spec on these. So we're gonna go ahead and put it back in here, get it nice and tight. We're gonna come over here and fish it right back in. Get it just hand tight, and hopefully the rubber boot come with it, and of course it didn't. Nope. Now we gotta try to fish our boot out. It's been a bad day today. Okay, we got it back. You know what? Throwing this piece of crap away. Alright guys, so we got our second one for the cylinder. And we're gonna measure, and there it is, 0.0403. Or I mean, sorry guys, it's been a long day. 0.043. So again, here's the indices. finish it back on here, just like that. Now I'm just gonna take this tab. Just like less before punch. And you just barely guys. Just use that 2 fingers. There we go. Make sure that boot's in there. That's another thing you guys watch out for. You guys want to rubber boot. Make sure that it's staying there. This is actually the first one I ever had to do this install. I got for magnetic ones anyway. So I had rubber boots. Get old and you just want to hold the spark plug more so. I use just the magnetic ones. So we're going to like a again, it's 52 pounds. You always want to check it. Alright, that was pretty much there. Alright, that one's 13. We're going to come back over here. Here and check this one. There we go. Alright guys, so now that we got our spark plugs torqued to spec, we're going to take our boot and our dielectric grease, just put a tad bit in here, just like that. We're going to sit this right back in here. You can see on the side. Just like that. Take two fasteners. So started. Comes in. There you go. Right. Now that's snug. Take our wiring harness, snap it back on, and you're all set. So there you go, guys. That is how you change your spark plugs in a Dodge Charger SRT 392. So that's going to be your two main concerns. The rest of it is pretty self-explanatory. They're all the same. That's how you're going to get around your dipstick here, as well as your air box. So there you have it, guys. I hope this helps you on your projects or helps you become informed on how to change spark plugs on your 392. Alright guys, so here's a little bit of bonus feature we're going to show you guys here today with our spark plug video. So we have my Ames like bore scope. It's got a camera on it, as you guys can see here. So it's got a light, and it's basically a little camera, and this is like a flexible hose. So I don't know if you guys can see that. So what this is for is getting into tight places. So what we're actually going to do is show you guys the inside of the cylinder. So this is where your spark plug goes. See the threads, and then there is your piston. And this is actually, we got this out because I seen a lot of carbon buildup on that spark plug, and there's carbon, all that black stuff you can see right there. So going back, there's your threads where your spark plug threads into, and there's your piston. So not what I would like to see, but I thought that was cool to show you guys. Pretty neat little tool. So if you guys would like to pick one up, I'll put this I'll put the link to this in the description below so you guys can check it out and get you one if you would like. Alright guys, I hope you liked this video. If you guys did, make sure to hit that like button. If you guys would like to be notified when I put out another video, make sure to hit that bell notification. And as always guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more informational video and DIY projects. So thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. So and as always guys, until next time, have a good one.